Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Good evening. I'm doing this recording at night, so it's actually good evening right here, but good morning and good afternoon. Okay, so I really want to thank every one of you for subscribing to this channel. Within 24 hours, I had like 150 views. That's encouraging. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for I'm encouraged. Okay. So I had to do this video this evening because was becoming challenging having the time to do what I need to do. Okay, like I said in the introduction, that it's really going to be about mostly about my experiences with God, and then giving answers to real life issues. I also said we're going to be having guests, okay, who would also help us to shed light on some of these issues. Okay, so today it's really going to be like a preamble to the series I'd like us to run. Okay, so I'll start with a story, an experience I had. 2019, 9th of December, 2019, yeah, precisely 9th, early hours of the morning. It's a spectacular date because it was a day the great evangelist Rehab Bunke went to be with the Lord. Early hours of the morning, I had an experience. Okay, I feel a little bit solemn because that experience left a particular fear in my heart that controls me. Okay, so when I mean fear, I don't mean fear. I mean particular reverence in my heart. Okay, so it was a rapture experience. It was a rapture experience, and I didn't make heaven. I didn't make heaven. I didn't make heaven. It happened so fast. It happened so fast that by the time every other person was gone and some of us were left behind, it was a hopeless situation. It was it was a hopeless situation. We felt hopeless. At that very moment, in that instant, it was obvious to me why I didn't make it. It was somehow you will know all things. Your spirit will just let you know what happened, why you didn't make it, because I felt I was supposed to. I was, I mean, I wasn't fornicating, I wasn't lying, I was supposed to go to heaven, I was supposed to rapture. But alas, I didn't make it. Oh my God, there were few people that, you know, I know that were there, but this is my experience. So it doesn't, I don't think, if I don't think I owe it to them to tell them anything. I don't think, so I just feel like God had to give me that experience. We were running around. My children made heaven. My children raptured. I didn't go. I didn't go. And the Lord would have me. One day the Lord said to me, He said, if you don't make it in the rapture, you wouldn't say I didn't try. You wouldn't say I didn't help you. Yeah. Because I sit down as a Christian and I'm trying to tell myself, okay, I don't lie, I don't fornicate, I don't commit adultery, I don't steal, I don't backbite, I don't, there's so many things that I could use to checkmate myself and say, okay, like, I'm really there as a believer. There's no reason why, if rapture happens now, I wouldn't make it. So, and the Lord said to me, this is the reason why you didn't make it. And that issue is something that is very, very, very subtle. I've heard it. I've heard people who went to heaven, who had out of body experiences, come back to tell us these things. But it never made sense to me until I had that experience. And that experience opened my eyes. Okay, as a, when I gave my life to Christ, I was it was genuine conversion. It was genuine conversion. I was passionate for the Lord. I was burning for the Lord. And so in the course of service, we encountered a lot of things that left us, like they say, the church is a hospital. Okay, so I encountered a lot of things as a young believer that left my heart a little bit, I don't know the word to use, but my heart wasn't right. Okay, so I wondered, there were a lot of things and a lot of people who, I do not mean to judge them, who somehow misrepresented Christ to me. And then my heart started, I started having issues, had issues. So I had an encounter with the Lord. Okay, so I had an encounter with the Lord that He gave me a new heart. Yeah, He gave me a new heart. And that was the beginning of a journey of purity. Oh, as a believer, as a young believer, growing up as a child of God, as a Christian, my heart was child, and it was sometimes people like, you behave like a child. I say, yeah, it's deliberate. It's not as if I don't know there's the other part. It's a decision. It's the grace of God. My heart was pure. I had a childlike heart. Okay, I had a very pure heart. I asked the Lord for it, and He gave me a pure heart. Okay, so it was even something that people talked to me about. Your heart is so, I don't know, you just have the purest of hearts. You would, okay, so I clung onto that thing about myself, that I had a pure heart, and I was running with it. So years passed, life happened, people happened to me, and I didn't know when I lost touch with purity. Okay, my heart started, I don't know, over time, I got hurt by people, I got betrayed, a lot of things happened to me over time that I didn't know when I slipped. So in my head, in my heart, I kept telling myself that, come on, my heart is pure. Yeah, even if you offend me, I mean, I was going to deal with it. I was going to handle it. If I couldn't handle it, I would tell you. And if you're not able to handle it also, I would sort it out somehow. So I didn't know that somewhere along the line, I was slipping away into a place, a very dangerous place. Oh, yeah. The Lord pointed it out to me in that rupture experience. He called it. So the Lord called it hidden offense. Yeah, hidden offense. So over time, I developed this strategy where if you offend me and you are not the type, because it takes a lot of, it takes someone being reasonable for them to accept they did you wrong. Okay, so I met a lot of people who didn't act reasonable, who were unreasonable. Sorry if I may use that word. Okay, so I developed this strategy of suppressing the offense. I actually thought I dealt with it. I actually thought I forgave. So I was thinking I had forgiven, and then I somehow withdraw myself. That has been my strategy for some time. So somewhere deep within my heart, the things that happened to me still hurts. But I told myself I'd forgiven. Those were the things that, it came to the surface. Immediately after the rapture, everything just came to the surface. It was an all-knowing time. I just knew all the offenses that were hidden, buried in my heart, just came forth. And that was why I missed the rapture. Hidden offense. So this period, after some time, after that whole thing, I walked in the flesh, tried to deal with it in the arm of the flesh, and then moved on thinking I dealt with it. Recently, the Lord brought it out again and told me, you need to walk in true forgiveness. You need to walk into forgiveness. You need to receive the grace to really, really, really walk in forgiveness and let go. And so I have been in that experience. Yeah, I've been in that experience and it's been mind blowing. So I'd like to share some of the things that the Lord, I'm so light in my spirit because it's mind blowing to live a life free of offense, free of burden, free of, we're going to talk about forgiveness like you've never known it. The scope of forgiveness, the things you should forgive, how you should live a life of forgiveness. It's not easy. Yeah, it's not easy. Yeah. It's going to help you. This series will help you look into yourself again, check your heart, ask yourself, am I truly, truly living the life? So, in our next episode, I'm going to be sharing what the Lord taught me about forgiveness, true forgiveness, really working, in forgiveness. It's a lot. And it's going to be an eye opener. So please, when the next episode comes up, please share it, listen to it over and over and over and over. And I know, and I'm sure that your life will never be the same. Okay, thank you guys. I know there's a lot of background noise. The video is not so clear, but please, like I said earlier, I had to do this recording at night. The next episode is going to be brighter than this. Okay, so thank you so much for your time. God bless you. See you in the next episode. Bye.